Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another live stream for you. Good evening to everyone. Hopefully you're having a great weekend or a Monday if you are in the international timing. And welcome. So just let me know that you can hear me before we start up our keys. Hello, Rise. So I did read a couple of comments about that the stream is a little bit boring, just running red and green keys, and I actually do understand that. I mean, at the end of the day, we all run keys, and it might not have the most excitement, except for obviously the cool drops. However, I'm hoping some of our other members said that you're here more for the conversations than anything else. So in the future, if you want me to do different things, I can. However, for me, mostly I'm just here to honestly just spend some time with you. So yeah, that's really it. Excellent. Glad you guys can hear us. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, Ty. So hey, manifest for Hozuki and his Mina. I'm looking forward to the damage numbers or multiplier. It looks like his Mina is going to be much more versatile in terms of the normal style form. However, I think in terms of burst damage, the AS form will be a lot better. With Hozuki, I believe that because her normal style doesn't have that kind of semi-lunatic thing, it's going to be more longevity during longer fights as well. Hey, Jack, Argent, MPG, Daniel, Rise Playmaster. Hey, everybody, best boy. Glad to see all the regulars. Melody. Hey, Zach. Again, if I missed your name, sorry. It's just the chat is going pretty quickly. I'm trying to concentrate on both things at the same time. Tinky, morning. I don't know where you guys are in terms of how the weather is. For us, we're on the west coast, and we're actually going through an extreme heat wave. So it's quite interesting. So I will try my best to stream for I'm going to say about an hour because I know the update is dropping in about an hour. However, if things go wonky either with tech issues or things get too hot, I'm going to have to cut it a little bit short as well. Hey Tim, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, that was a really cool collaboration with Scott. Hoping that I have another opportunity to do it with him in the future, although I did read his comments on Reddit in that, the company is obviously very busy and doesn't always have time to work with smaller, content creators like myself. Hey, Key. Yes, everything is good, like I said, other than being extremely warm. Matthew, hello. Thanks, Melody. Yeah, it was pretty epic. Gao, yes, I am in Canada, actually. So West Coast, British Columbia, just north of Washington State. But the entire West Coast, including Washington State, is having pretty hot weather system. Let's see how our first chest goes. Well, Jada of Life. So anyways, Gao, yeah, I'm actually close to the border, so it actually is pretty warm. I'm not super north or anything like that. Arjun, in terms of me coaching other people, that'd be pretty interesting. I mean, the technology in terms of using the Zoom and all that, it was pretty fun, and you can see that it's actually a lot of work for the global, channel, for them to actually edit everything. MPG, so how it's feeling. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I don't have aircon in my house. It is a very, ours is an older house, and so it is pretty warm. That's cool, Tim. Maybe in the future. Hey, not bad. Pain Lance, Divide and Paladin. Good start. And an extra light. Now, I in terms of coaching other people, I haven't really tried that. Although I have had some online friends that I met through another Eden actually ask me to help them with certain battles back in the day, and so I was able to kind of coach them a little bit, and also in some cases they actually let me take over their account for a very short time. Now I know that's probably against TOS, so don't report me, of course. But that was a long time ago. I try not to do that nowadays because, of course, like I said, I'm trying to be very good in following TOS. But that being said, yes, I did help some online friends in the past. Cool, Keith. Another Canadian. Oh yeah, Melody, I can understand. The Philippines, Thailand, all those areas are really warm as well. So I'm sure you don't feel sorry for me here. Our normal weather system, I think we're almost like, honestly, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius above normal. So we've set some records here, at least in my province. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. But we're not here to talk about the weather, right? We're here to farm some keys, get some sweet drops, the normal. It's funny though, I am actually sweating. No, XP badges are not diminishing returns. They are straight. So if you get a 30 plus 50, which I hope some of you do have the 50% badge from the boss rush or the whatever you call it, then yes, you will have the full benefits of that. Cool. It's really neat that that you guys, there's a lot of people who are probably in the same area, and even someone who lives near each other. I actually haven't met an in-person friend who I haven't introduced to the game that just happened to play another Eden. Although that would be really neat in the future. Maybe if Eden becomes extremely awesome, then we can have like a live meet or something like that. Ooh, 111 Fahrenheit in Washington. Yeah, I think for us we're hitting 40 degrees Celsius, which is well over low hundreds, I think, for us in Canada as well. It's pretty rough. I do have a fan in here. Thank you for asking. So if you hear any background noise, that might be the reason. Yes, my Straw Boy does have 2 badges for extra 80% XP. That is correct. Okay, so are you guys excited for the update? Like I mentioned in my notice yesterday, unfortunately I don't have anything cool to do there. I will actually be putting a boss fight for Philo. My middle son actually has Philo, and so he'll be doing the fight, and I'll be uploading on this channel. My oldest son actually has Vena, and so he'll be doing the boss fight on his channel. So we'll still have some content coming up, but unfortunately I won't participate. And if you're wondering if there is a manifest banner, I most likely won't be summoning on it, just due to the fact that I gotta be holding back for some of the more powerful units. Like Philo is one that I'd like to add to my collection, but I really do have to think that it's probably not worth it at this point. Okay, so I think we're back in business. Yeah, for sure, Daniel. If you want to upload it, you can definitely show a few different people. Yep, we are back on Falco. I just kind of reset my Streamlabs. I do find that the mobile version of all these kind of streaming things is definitely less stable than normal. I do think that AS Chio is going to be crazy good. It'll remain to be seen as to whether or not it balances or at the same time as, or adds to the same as AS Rosetta. Thank you. So yeah, and the good thing is, definitely one major advantage of Chio specifically is if you are completely free to play, you can definitely choose to opt for just grinding that out. Sorry, warped to the wrong location. Yeah, of course, the downside for Chio is to grind it out probably 3 to 6 months, which is you know, it's nice to be able to essentially get a free Magic Zone unit, but it does take time if you're not willing to spend the stones. And keep in mind that we are 6 months away probably from that as well, so that is the downside. Oh yeah, ASGL looks super broken. I agree with you, Gal. Shade would definitely fit ES Negi once that comes out, Flame Master. Agreed. Yep, and not only priority Pain Poison is guaranteed too, which is the really crazy part. So Magic doesn't have a Pain Poison setter yet, so this is just gonna make it extremely awesome. And so obviously those Pain Graska can be re-equipped instead of Dormant Ore to enhance the sometimes. It will start doing some really crazy stuff. Falco, unfortunately I do not have Yukino. Ooh, that's awesome, MTG. There is I think the stack is, there's a limit to how high it goes, correct, right? So I think the max would be 250% multiplier. Yep. Something to look forward to in getting her, but like I said, it's, you know, the power creep does worry me a little bit, unfortunately, as well. We'll see when we get there, right? Oh, hey, Jedi attack. I will take that. That's always a nice addition. I'm sure we are all missing a little bit. And having the first double zone setter probably means that more of that will be coming along. So we definitely have to be ready for that. I mean, we are fortunate in that they gave us that one essentially as a free one, but you know, it won't be nearly as free in the future, I'm sure. So this one's kind of like a farmable one. I'm sure other ones will just be paid or actual like full banners that if you don't have that unit, it's gonna be hard. Oh, thanks Ty for the correction. For AS Rosetta, honestly, you can use any staff you'd like. Let's see what I was using. I think I'm using Miyaki's. Am I?
Yeah, showed me your logo.
Yeah, Miyaki's. But I'm sure you could choose other staffs if you really wanted to. Oh, crap. Whoops. Okay, well, I chose the wrong team. We'll see how this one does. I guess I won't be grinding Serene's Light here. Now, power creep is definitely going to be interesting. I know the content, the devs and the producers really want to do a lot of content that is essentially able to be beaten by any free-to-play. So we'll have to see how that goes. At least this team is still viable. That's a good thing. There we go. Yep, Melody, definitely. This team can definitely crush Future. We just missed out on the 20%, 25% chance of getting Serene's Light. No, it's true. I got distracted, Kyoryu. When I was showing my magic, I guess Rosetta's weapon, I guess I messed up there. But yeah, no matter. I actually do really enjoy using a magic team. I think they're fun. And it obviously does a lot of damage. Oh, that's right. I don't have Melissa, so I'll have to do it the hard way here. Okay, well, we'll see how we do here. I'll cast some Aurora Force, I guess, and we'll see if we can take it down. Ooh, that wasn't very nice. I'm sure I win this one though. There we go. No problem. With Aurora Force, at least I survived that. In terms of the content being relatively easy to beat, I think it really depends on what kind of team you have, of course. I mean, nowadays, of course, having all the newest units to beat older content is relatively straightforward. I think in terms of another Jadeite, not bad. In terms of beating some of the super masters coming, we'll have to see. Okay, I guess we'll have to 2-turn that. That's Pure Cradle, Burning Shield just in case, and we'll... Actually, you know what? Let's go like this. More defensive. I think we'll be fine with multiple shields, and then we'll just end it with an AF. Oh, wow, okay. Well, that wasn't very nice. Whatever, let's just finish it here. I think we can beat it. I guess we'll find out. 3 characters? Yeah, there we go. Magic team all the way. You know what? Rise, I never actually used my enemy encounter minus badge. I really should to speed up my runs, but I still don't mind grinding a little bit of XP for Straw Boy, and so that's why I kind of don't equip it. Oh, whoops! We're short 1 reward as well. Yeah, Ariax, I think that's the one I'm worried about, those dual horrors. Okay, so let's buy the last 2 keys here. How do I feel about Chio AS? Willie, we did talk about a little bit earlier. Super broken unit, relatively free-to-play friendly in that you can grind it, being that all of us have a 4-star Chio at this point. Just a matter if you want to spend stones or not. So that's my feel of it. Well, Rise, once you get the 5 treatises, definitely AS Foreign is going to be a godsend for you. Doc, hi. His final skill for Clark will unlock after Chapter 10, I think. Haha. Okay, here we go. Anyways, back to our normal team. Some debuffs here. Yeah, those new geometric artificial spirits seem good, like they're going to be a little bit challenging, but I actually don't think they're going to be extremely so. And the reason for that is that even with HP stopper at 50%, being that they're weak to certain elements and you're only taking 1, I imagine with some mitigation and bringing the right opposite element, I'm sure it should be relatively straightforward. From what I understand, most Japanese players didn't really have too much challenge in beating those. Like I said, it's the Eastern dual horrors. That one's going to be ugly. Yeah, that mushroom is still actually fairly difficult at this point. Not impossible, of course, just more annoying than anything else. Okay, we are in our last run for this. I actually I didn't buy any keys until now, but I actually did run some of my daily keys from this morning, only because I expect my stream to be a little bit shorter today. Like I said, I know some of you are going to be doing the new content. And remember that it is an in-game update, so you don't have to go to the Play Store or the App Store. All you have to do is hard reset the game and just kind of let it load the new data. So it is 2.7.6. Not if it crashes over and over again. Sorry everyone, that was really frustrating. If we're having more issues, I'm going to going to cut it short. I'm not sure if it's the heat or whatnot. I mean, everything else is the same. I always have the same settings. Internet is completely normal, and yeah, can't tell you why. But in this case, we might have to hard reset here anyways because I think I might lose. All right, let's bar it up. Yes, I hope it goes well too, and I do apologize for that. Again, if it doesn't work well, I'll have to cut it short and deal with this another time. I am glad we're back online. I'm looking, if you're wondering, I actually have YouTube Studio open and I actually see the connections. It always says excellent, and like I mentioned a few streams ago, I did pay extra for the internet. However, as you know, things can be unstable at times, even with the best intentions. So I do apologize with it. Okay, great. So let's burn a couple more keys. Again, I really am sorry for the frustrations here. I did actually change up my team. If you've noticed, for my antiquity. So I'm actually running a wind team with obviously Melissa as well as AS Myers for support. And I did find that this actually works really well. Have my waifu back online. And so this is going to be great. So a lot of the enemies are actually weak to wind, as well as obviously some crystal attacks. And you can see with Manifest, Shannon can hit quite a bit. One hit is enough, no AF required. So very, very useful. And another thing is that, of course, Dragon Soul is an AoE as well. And some enemies are weak to Pierce as well as Wind. So we still have some benefits there. Okay, see you later, Flame Master. Good night. Again. MPG, I used to use Suzette for Future, and then I kind of switch over. Yes, it is 7:30 for me, Super Saiyan. That is correct. Okay, we are on the 0th floor, so this is a rare area. Let's see if we can get our first chance of the night. I really do hate these dogs. But I do find that, for example, units such as Suzette definitely take a little bit less damage than some of the mages I was running. And unfortunately, we did not get a chant. We only got a prayer script, so that was too bad. Good luck, Aether. Yes, true VC. I'm still working on that myself. I still remember when I first had Shannon. For those who follow my channel since the beginning, I was frustrated at pulling her as a 4.5, but since then, I've come, especially now that she has a Manifest, I've really come to accustomed to using her, and she makes a fine addition to the Wind team, especially if I do get AS Lulu up to par. Alright, well, let's just speed through. I do have most of the material, so I actually just try to get right through to the end. Jack, thanks for the suggestion. Even with a speed 40 is not guaranteed, unfortunately, from what I understand. So, I can try that, but I don't think it's guaranteed. Unfortunately. I think she already has a speed badge, actually. It's just one of the things that I guess that honestly the producers have to add this kind of higher speed enemies just to make it a little bit more challenging. Because let's be honest, without it, it's pretty much game over, right? We can already beat everything. So in terms of one AoE usually ends most of the mobs, so they do have to have some threat, and I don't mind it actually. It just makes it a little bit more interesting to walk through. Hey, Half Moon, welcome. Ariax, I agree with you. I wish they could update some of the graphics as well, but I don't know what kind of intensive program that they would have to do for the game itself. Yep, Super Saiyan, Shannon all the way. Definitely works really well. Okay. Another 25 minutes until the new update. I am sad that AS Tiramisu in Chapter 9 isn't coming out. I think at this point, I know that some people have been asking. I did mention I was going to pull on AS Tiramisu. With the advent of having an AS Chio come out, I am very highly likely I'm going to pass on AS Tiramisu's banner. I know previous to this, I was thinking about it, but at this time, after careful consideration, probably not going to. Hey Origin, what's up? And so, yeah. Of course, I'll cover some of those points when I do when the banner comes out. But that's just a heads up for you, since you are here watching me do some keys. I mean, we can have some, some chat, some inside information, so to speak. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I did hint that I was working on, a project of sorts, and now you have seen that project with Scott, which, like I said, was pretty cool. For those who just joined the stream recently, I did have a lot of fun doing that video with Scott. It was a one-shot take. If you're wondering, there were a couple of minor mistakes in terms of, either my comments throughout and so on and so forth. And it's only because, let's be honest, if you're doing a one-shot take, especially on a team that's not yours, you can either make some calculation errors in terms of the damage you do, or in some cases just stating some points about characters that I don't have. Hey, another rare area. Let's see if we can get anything good here. Oh, oops, we have to get our chest and see if we get it. Sonic Forces, yes, another 24 minutes. And again, it's not a one in the store. You just have to reset your game, and the data should be there since we're on the same version. It is really a small update. I don't think they're fixing anything, just adding the manifest weapons. Okay, second rare room, nothing exciting there, just a couple prescripts. Oh, Arjun, really? You guessed that? Surprised. Hey, Wakan, thanks. That's cool that you guessed that. I didn't want to say too much because, let's be honest. Until they publish something, you can't guarantee that it will go through because, even as I was filming it, I wasn't sure how Scott and the producers would view that interaction, whether or not they would like it or not like it. And so I'm very happy that it decided to go ahead with the footage and come out with something. Hi, thank you. We had a lot of fun. Plus 40, yes. I believe that's from the, I think that's from the cat stamps, is it not? Hi, Raphael. When to use a tank? Nowadays, you only need a tank if you are expected to face a lot of damage. Either you're going to be outsped at the first turn hit, like in case of Quadri, you'll need a tank. Otherwise, if there's a certain boss with a certain move that you have to tank to hit, otherwise the rest of your team won't survive, you can use a tank. If you have a powerful DPS team nowadays that does a ton of damage, you probably don't need the tanking nearly as much, although it's good to have the idea in terms of being able to use a tank if you need to. So that's my suggestion. Arjun, why would I be mysterious? Yeah, sometimes we need a little mystery in our life. But yes, you're right. I don't have to be mysterious normally. That's true. Come on, Aether. White Gate Key. Hope you win that one. Oh, okay. Thanks, MPG. Got that wrong. In terms of using a tank, yeah, like I said, it's only needed if you can't survive a certain turn, but obviously nowadays, most of the time you can finish it within a couple of turns. That being said, I don't think that tanks are bad at all. If you need them, you need them. Like, Bertrand's still very good in a Pierce team, especially if you need that to tank until you can set up your Pierce DPS. And of course, for different accounts, not everyone has super powered, 6 of the same powerful unit. So, yep. Okay. Still nothing too exciting in terms of drops. We got the one trees. This is more the typical weekend grind for, I'm sure, most of us where we don't get a lot of anything. Let's see if the luck changes. Oh, sorry, hear that Aether. I will say, Gao, I do agree, like, you know, you're not everyone has, like, the most powerful units. You can say you can use all free units and stuff, but it's still very, very difficult. I will say, even for myself, I used a bunch of tanks throughout my journey in Eden. Of course, things have changed, but still, with the Unseen, for example, it was a little bit difficult for some teams with Pierce teams to handle the randomness of the Unseen. Same with Melosia. I haven't even grinded any light on Crest actually recently. Okay. Oh, Yukino. I still wish I had one of those. I think I grinded light on Crest for a little bit, then I concentrated on doing Yuri for until I finished all the point requirements in the Tales of. Nice. I think my Bertrand has like, I don't even know how many thousands of HP. I will say that Bertrand is still, I think he's still a pretty good unit. Not absolutely necessary, of course, but there are so many different ways to beat different content. It's cool to have some variation if you needed to. Hey, COC, welcome. If they gave us more keys, it'd be nice to grind out the light or shadow for other units, but, you know, for the time being, unfortunately, we are forced to make a choice as to what we were grinding for, right? So, I would love to have a 255 Deidre. Haha. Wow, low-class scrolls. Those should really be removed from awards, unfortunately. I'm not sure, D-Half Moon. I am using an iPad 8th generation, so I'm not sure if that makes a difference in the speed. It is faster than my kid's iPad, which is a 6th generation. Ariax, do you mean like extra keys? Is that what you mean? They do double the keys from time to time. But, you know, even with double the keys, I still have to preferentially, for example, grind out Clark's shadow when his AS invariability comes out. Otherwise, I'll still be working on other units. And so, you know, for us, unless you pay stones for keys, there's no way you can 255 all your units anyways, right? Unfortunately. Oh, I wouldn't doubt that Japanese players have all of it. Don't forget that a lot of people who have max light on free units also got all those as items when they summoned and pulled multiple dupes of 5-star gacha units. So that's maybe the reason why they have an extensive store of those like luring shadow or guiding light items. If you spend a ton of money as a whale or whatnot, you can use all those extra items on the free units to get 255. That would be lovely to have unlimited keys. They'll never do that, of course, though. Too many people with macros and bots, unfortunately. Hey, S10 seems pretty good. And even computers, like PCs are pretty fast, although I think that some people have complained about slight issues on Steam. Can't say now because I haven't used Steam for a very long time. Only did it the very first stream that I tried. Really? No Lily tomes? That's weird. I seem to get a fair bit of those. I'm looking more for Milsha tomes, actually. Yeah, I do like Crest as well. LD player, is that an emulator? I guess that a lot of people do use that as well. So Melody, you're wondering about doing collaboration with other fellow Eden players? Really haven't thought about it, to be honest. Not sure if I'm not opposed to it, but obviously it depends on time as well, because you know, when there are frequent updates, it's kind of hard to fit in all the time. Like, for example, I know a lot of you probably don't know how much time it took for the collaboration with Scott. It actually took a series of two Zoom meetings, and they were actually a few hours in total. And yeah, it actually takes quite a bit of time. So I still want to keep this game more as a hobby, and again, for all of those to continue supporting me by watching my videos and, you know, the kind words you guys say, it's really, really nice, and subscribing and so on and so forth. And I do appreciate all the positive feedback that you've given me. Hopefully in the future, as if things quiet down and doing some collab, I'm not opposed to it at all. Hey, second tome? I mean second treatise? Not too bad. Starlight's not that useful, although I think Iska's manifest makes her a lot more useful in terms of having that wind / debuffer. So I will think about side grading my 4.5 Iska to AS once that manifest comes out. Yeah, it's really too bad. And with the Steam version, hopefully they can fix that, because let's be honest, I'm sure they put a lot of time and effort into doing that. And I know a big complaint, other than loading times and stuff like that, is the lack of ads, for example, lack of Japanese voices. These are things that are pretty serious issues, and so hopefully they can fix it. If they can't, hopefully they can pour more, I guess, resources into continuing to make this mobile game great. MPG, that's what I've read and heard as well, so that's why I'm really thinking about that once that comes out. Oh yeah, I got tons of Shining Shadows. I don't think I'm planning to ever upgrade or side grade AS Felmina unless something changes. Of course, with a manifest, anything can change. Yeah, we all have treatises we don't want, unfortunately. Oh, thanks, Super Saiyan. It's actually funny that when I first started the channel, I actually talked to my friend, of course, who plays Eden as well, and he works with me actually at work, and we just kind of threw out ideas about the stream, and I guess about making videos, because he knew I was just starting up the channel. We did talk about commentary being one of the major things that would set us apart. So I know for anyone who's an aspiring YouTuber, I think that having your own personality shine when you are creating videos, mainly through commentary. But obviously, if you do just a let's play with no commentary, maybe having a cool thumbnail or even some typed up subtitles of some information you want to get across, it really does help bring people to your channel. That's just my opinion, of course. And hey, what am I, right? I'm just a small YouTuber as well. But I did find that the commentary, especially when you're doing the play-by-play or discussing strategies in fighting some of the earlier bosses where things were really tough. Come on. Hi, Nicholas. Okay, we are back, I think. Oh my goodness, that was very frustrating. Sorry about that. Well, we only have a few more minutes to go. Today is definitely not a very good day for the stream. I do apologize for that. The heat's probably affecting everything. I think that's it. Oh wow, we're still online. Okay, everyone, that's great. We're just cutting in and out. Well, we made it this far with one shadow, and I think we're going to cut this stream short. I do apologize for that. I think it's a little bit too frustrating, and I do thank you all for sticking with me so far. I really do hope that this resolves in the next week's stream if I do have a chance to. If it does become an issue ongoing, I probably won't be streaming nearly as much. And you're wondering if this is a better app for streaming? I'm sure there is. I'll just have to look into it. The thing is, once you do a mobile connection, you're always at the mercy of the Wi-Fi. And I'm actually next to my router, so it's not even that the fact that I'm distance off or my mesh or my network is crashing. It's literally the fact. And I called my internet provider actually, and they said I already paying for high-speed internet, but apparently because it's Wi-Fi, sometimes it just drops off, and there's nothing that can be done when you're doing streams. And so unless I hard connect, which I haven't looked into doing, there's no other way around it, unfortunately. Most weeks are only 1 or 2. This one has been really bad. Okay. We'll just burn one more here. Okay. And that is not much there. I use a TELUS internet provider called TELUS. It's one of the largest one in Western Canada. And so, yeah, this is the one they provide. It's the newest up-to-date one as well. Okay, yes, so thank you again for the stream. And I hope next week is a lot better. Well, have a good evening, and we'll see you guys next time. And have a great week, and hopefully we have more fun in the future, and another tiramisu update tonight as well, next week as well. Okay, good night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.